We interviewed the demographic of youth sport. Individuals in the study consisted of 6 high school males, ages 14 to 18, Derek Jones, 18, of Westford, Massachusetts, Nolan Anderson, 18, of Cumberland, Maine, Lucas St. Jean, 18, of Barnstable, Massachusetts, Nazim Wells, 17, of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jordan Strick, 17, of Des Peres, Wisconsin, Tyler Rukamp, 15, of Des Peres, Wisconsin, and Jackson Romaine, 14, Berlin, Connecticut.
Through our analysis, we found that all activities participated in by the youth we interviewed were sports. This information challenges that of a study in Woods, which was provided by the 2015 U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it was found that in the U.S., less than 50% of the youth population participate in sport. Our population was strictly individuals who viewed activity specifically in the lens of sport, such as Jordan Strick, who said that as a kid he participated in mostly basketball and baseball, but also played some flag football. The majority of the sports that the individuals participated in were team sports. Woods contradicts the results from our study when in 2015, a related study revealed team sport participation peaks at age 11. Nazim Wells created friendships mainly through sports, basketball, football, soccer, which provides evidence that team sports in our study were outlets for creating friendships. Friendships and bonds formed in sport was one of the favorite aspects that individuals had while participating in their activities. Lucas St. Jean said he met all of his best friends through football and wrestling teams. Nolan Anderson also responded with, "My favorite part of playing in activities was bonding with friends and winning games. Team sport is often associated with relationship building."
The final aspect we identified under activities was the differentiation over time within the sports. Both current and past activities that the individuals participate in were examined in this section. And over the time, participants began to experiment with different sports, which formed a greater variety in the sports that the individuals participated in. Activities such as fishing, wrestling were no more, yet activities mixed like martial arts and weightlifting were now participated in. Woods provides evidence on how the research relates to the aspect of differentiation over time in sport. In the book, it is even discussed how specifically in youth several changes in preferences have occurred over recent years.
When analyzing the motivations of the participants in our study, it was evident that different factors generated motivation. In Woods, it was suggested reasons for sport participation include enhanced moral development. Enhanced moral development goes hand in hand with core value integrity. Jordan Strick showed this when he said that some of his values are to be a good person and to be nice to others. Woods provided evidence to support integrity as a motivational factor, suggesting that youth perceived competence level as a major factor on whether to participate. The second major aspect derived from the motivation section was that of developing hard work through participation in the activities. Nolan Anderson stated, "Football provided the most valuable lessons because I learned how to respect and work hard." When talking about wrestling, Lucas St. Jean explained, "It taught me how to work harder than I never knew how to work. After every practice, I would feel dead, but I would get up and do it the next day because it was fun. All my coaches on the wrestling team helped me become a better, hard-working man." Yet, Woods suggests stress is not all bad, and burnout from a sport can often be contributed to lack of desire to work hard.
The category of institutions produced commonality in responses, and specifically that the majority of the individuals proclaimed institutions did not play a role in the activities the individuals participated in. Tyler Rukamp showed how institutions did not play a role in the activities individuals participated in when his response to all questions asked about institutions affecting his participation was, "It didn't." The majority of the participants stated religion played no role except for one. In fact, only Nazim Wells said it played a role at all in his participation in sport. "I go to a religious school, so you have to be more aware when you represent a place that is representing a bigger purpose, because it's not all about you." Money in sport is often a deterring aspect, as Wood suggests that $10,000 to $20,000 can potentially be spent a year on sport, and in many cases, adults feel the money is better off being saved. Anderson touches upon the expenses in football. "We had to spend money for equipment and uniforms, but it did not affect me personally as we had the funds to do so. The individuals in our study had the resources and support to participate in their sports without creating a burden. In society today, pay to play is becoming the norm in communities nationwide, which is preventing many children from being able to participate in activities."
While analyzing the influences that our participants had in their experiences with sport, we found a clear commonality among our answers, which was the majority of our participants made friendships growing up through the sports they played. Woods demonstrates how sports gives them a chance to spend time with their peers, make new friends, and escape from the adult world. Sport also offers kids the opportunity to spend time together because they are often separated by geography. When asked about how he made friends as a kid, Jordan Strick answered by saying, "I created friendships through sports a lot, and I had a small class in school, so we were all friends there." Tyler Rukamp agreed with this statement, saying he made friends through sports and school. When asked who the major influences in his life were, Derek Jones answered, "My parents, because they teach me to never give up and to obtain every goal I set for myself." However, when asked who his biggest supporter was, his answer differed from previous answers. To that question, he responded, "Myself, because I know I'll always be there for myself." Parents mainly influenced participation in sport. 15-year-old Jackson, who plays basketball and golf competitively, said that,
"Well, some I chose by me, but like soccer and basketball, my parents forced me into it, which I'm very happy that happened."
all but one of our participants stated that their parents supported them the most. High school senior Lucas St. Jean explained how his father was his biggest supporter. "He was the one that always paid for my sports and came to all my games, just like he did for yours. He would even take time off work if I had a football game or a wrestling meet." Another commonality was the presence of family during the participation in sport. Jackson said that his family is by his side every day and they've influenced him a lot throughout his life, but so has his golf coach that he's worked with for 6 years. "My golf coach is very influential. He is always coaching me, teaching me things, whether it's golf or non-golf things." Woods presents the idea that coaches can help athletes embrace challenges with feelings of inadequacy or rebellion by suggesting sensible courses of action and reinforcing good decision-making.
The demographic of our youth was not diverse in age and presented numerous similarities across the board throughout the study. It was evident that a majority of our participants chose to play sports to develop friendships. Our study found that different influences generated reasons to participate for our individuals. It was also determined through our population that the aspect of hard work was a trait that the majority of the individuals found important.